What is up, everybody? This your man Drake Mack. Getting ready to do a quick episode of the Drake Mack podcast show. I gotta talk about DMX and critical condition. So just bear with me, y'all. Let's go ahead and get this thing cracking. Let's talk about it. Let's lift up our brother in prayers and let's get into it on another episode of the Drake Mack show.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is your man Drake Mack with another episode of the Drake Mack Podcast
What is going on, y'all? This is another episode of the Drake Mack show. This is kind of an impromptu episode talking about DMX. Give me just a second here because I'm trying to get everything kind of going. I don't know why I feel like I'm getting up. I think the camera just feels a little choppy to me. But anyway, so I don't know if you guys heard the news, but yesterday DMX was actually sent to the hospital on last Friday night from an apparent drug overdose that he suffered in New York. And I'm actually about to share my screen here. This is from TMZ. Let me just kind of go over here and kind of show this. So DMX ODs is in grave condition right now. Thought I actually expanded this a little more, but yeah. So the report says DMX suffered a drug overdose Friday night and is currently in the hospital, and the prognosis is not good. Source close to the rapper tell TMZ the OD occurred at his home at around 11 p.m. Our sources say the overdose triggered a heart attack. DMX was rushed to the hospital in White Plains, New York, and is in the critical care unit. We're told that he has some brain activity. Another source says he's in a vegetable state, and doctors have cautioned he might not make it. As we have reported, this is from TMZ. As we reported, over the years, DMX, who was the cornerstone of the Rough Riders label, has battled substance abuse and has been in rehab several times. His last rehab stint back in 2019 came after he completed a 12-month sentence for tax evasion. At the time, we were told DMX had relapsed, but checked himself into rehab, but fear he might again, as he felt temptations to use creep up on him again. DMX has made his return to the stage following a rehab in December 2019 when he hit the Hakkasan in Las Vegas. I believe that's how you say that. Chatting it up and taking photos with fans before he hit the stage. During the Vegas show, he took a moment to tell his fans, when you fall down, get back up. Everyone here has been through some shit. You never know what God is willing to do until you need him to do something for you. Last we saw he performed in July 2020 when X faced off with Snoop Dogg in the Versus battle. We saw more than 500,000 viewers that tuned in, proving that he still had an incredible ability to bring an audience. We will keep you close updated as information is available regarding the current situation and story is developing. So that's what we have so far from TMZ, is that the story is still being processed for DMX. I think this one is kind of hard for me because I am a fan of DMX's. he's one of my literally probably one of my top 10, top 15 rappers of all time, just because of the message. No matter what this man went through, man, his message was impeccable. Um, One of my favorite songs is "Slippin'." From "Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood." That's my literally my favorite DMX song of all time. Uh, because he tells his story, and I don't know if you guys knew, but the Rough Riders actually was going to come out with a documentary. I mean, it played actually after the No Limit Soldiers documentary. There was a Rough Riders documentary. That was I don't know if it technically came out. I didn't hear anybody talk about it or anything, but uh DMX goes into the story of how the first time he smoked crack and the life and trauma that he went through as a child, and how somebody basically laced his weed with crack and gave it to, I think he was what, 14 or something like that, crazy at the time, and the guy he looked up to. So just think about the guy that you looked up to your whole time in the hood and stuff like that. And this is what this guy does to you. You know what I'm saying? He gives you dope, laces up in your weed, and there you go, man. You're hooked. Now you're facing a demon, and he already had, and this is the thing about DMX's story. He understood that he suffered a lot of trauma as a child, just the way he grew up, the way his mother treated him, all of this. And it's just like, man, you know what I mean? It's like, what do you do as a child when your mother doesn't love you and you feel like nobody cares about you and anything like this, man? What are you supposed to do? So it's like your heart pours because this is not the only stories that we hear. We hear the stories from people in the neighborhood that don't have the ounce of talent that DMX had as a performer, as a lyricist, uh, as a brand. DMX was that dude, and let's not mistake it. And I heard Dr. Boyce Watkins talk about X earlier. He was really, when it came from after, the death of Biggie and all of that, and you had Nas, but man, when the Rough Riders came out and you seen that energy from DMX, once he finally hit his break, there was no stopping that dude, man. DMX was that guy. Like literally, I mean, everybody says, Jay-Z and stuff like that. But if X wasn't battling the demons that he was battling within himself, man, DMX would probably be one of the literally one of the greatest rappers of all time. I'm talking about supplanting Jay-Z in New York, just because the amount of talent in the humanization that the man had, because he wasn't afraid to tell his story. And I think that's the crazy part when you're looking at DMX, is that he wasn't afraid to tell his story and what he felt like he was going through, in giving the Lord his props for saving him. And I don't care what you go through, man. And we see this we know people who's on drugs, man. A lot of us know people that's on drugs, man. And the ones who really know God, man, is the ones who've been there in the gutters. You know what I'm saying? Like literally in the gutter. And that's what X was at. So anytime he said one of those prayers, man, you felt it because it was coming from a genuine place, especially being hurt. And I just did the podcast last week, or this week actually, the Alphas and Omegas, and I was talking to the men on the last ones, and these are some of the things that we need to watch out for, man. Is mental health and I'm gonna say this to the brothers, man. Mental health is important, man. Don't think when somebody tell you to go to therapy, it's not something that we should be frowning upon. That we should be looking like, oh, don't be telling me to go to therapy. No, man. Therapy is worth it, and it's crucial because your mental health is crucial. If you don't have good mental health, how you're not going to be good for anybody. You're not going to be good for anybody. And we have demons that creep up on us, man. We have a lot of demons that creep up on us that we need help from. It's no There's nothing weak from helping yourself. Sometimes you have to be selfish to the point where you have to get away from everybody and help you. And if people don't understand it, they don't need to be around you. Understand what I'm saying on this. Because we have too many brothers like like DMX that are hurting and they turn to drugs to band-aid the pain. And I know this movement, where it's cool to pop perks and Xannies and all of that, man. You're just different. Different than the people you proclaim to sell drugs to. Because this is how you medicate and cope. And like I said, it's sad because you see a brother like DMX, man, and you see this brother who has literally all the talent in the world, man, and he can't get past himself and the demons that he has. He was good for a minute, and then they crept back. Then he get good for a minute, and crept back. Man, I know this story in my own family. I would say this, and don't take this the wrong way, Christian folks, but prayer is not enough, man. You got to get these folks help, mental help. That's why there needs to be more mental health facilities in black neighborhood, in predominantly black neighborhoods. There needs to be more mental health facilities. When people, it's crazy, man. We lock people up for having a drug problem. We literally in America, we lock people up for having a drug problem. Can I say that one more time? We lock people up for having a drug problem, and we don't give them help when they're this color. But when the opioid crisis came, we need to have these people in rehab. There's been so many people that's been lost in the 80s due to crack cocaine. Let's keep it true. Let's keep it a buck. And I would hate to lose this brother who to me, if it wasn't, man, just think about this. Just as a hip hop, and I know people, and feel free to share this video. Feel free to comment in the comment section what hip hop means to you and in the hip hop community. But take it like this. Let's look at it like this. We lost Tupac, then we lost Biggie, and then in '98 came DMX and the Rough Riders. That's what happened. You know what I mean? That's what happened, because it was almost like DMX was literally the person who took over, during that time. As far as like that presence, like, you know what I'm saying? That bald-headed dude who had that energy like Pac, but you know what I'm saying? He wasn't Tupac, but he had just that same energy. It's almost like, not that we replaced Tupac or anything like that, but man, it was a breath of fresh air when you had DMX come through. You know what I'm saying? And with the Rough Riders, with the beats and man, it was just special. You know what I'm saying? What he did in the 90s is something that probably a lot of people would never do again, because he released 3 albums in 2 years. He released 2 albums in '98, which was Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, and what was the other one? I just had this up. It was Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, and then it was there's another one. Let me look at that. Look that up real quick. It's Dark and Hell is Hot. And then he didn't release another album until 2001, let me take that back. It's Dark and Hell is Hot, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. Then there was X in '99. So that's 2 albums in '98, album in '99, Then came back with the Great Depression in 2001, Grand Champ in 2003. Uh, then he came back with an album Year of the Dog in 2006. He had a couple Unleashed albums, but man, it was just like X was that dude, man. Like literally, man. I don't take anything away from, like I said, other artists, but man, it was something about X's energy, man, that made you like literally want to just listen to this dude, man. And I'm telling you, man, listen to Slippin'. That'll tell you all you need to know about DMX. You know what I'm saying? And then of course he had What You Want, you know what I'm saying? X gonna give it to him, you know what I mean? All of these type of songs, but man, Slippin' makes me almost want to cry every time I hear it. And it was funny because when he did the verses, I'm like, hands down, I love Snoop, one of my top 10 artists of all time too. I was like, but Snoop didn't have a Slippin'. That's it when you it tears at your if you got any type of heart, man, you sit there and listen to that song, man, you hear this man pour out his heart, man. You hear this man crying on the album, crying in his song, man. It made me want, as an artist, you know, when I wrote music, man, to give that same type of energy in my music, because I want you to feel that. And if we lose X, you know, due to his own demons, man, you know, God bless his soul, man. I hope the Most High take him in his arms, man, because, man, that's a troubled soul, man. We got so many brothers out here that have troubled souls just like this, man. Just like this. We need to get them help. And again, they have to help themselves. At the end, we can point them, we can get them into the right direction. And I'm not going to lie, man, you know, for me, as a fan of hip hop and rap music, man, this here reading this hurts. It hurts because, like I said, man, it was one song, man, that made me like this dude on a whole nother on a whole nother spectrum, man. Like really like dig this dude, man. Like, man, this dude is pouring out his heart in the album. I ain't heard this since Pac died. Like pouring out his heart, man. You just hate to hear it, man. So my prayers for DMX, man. Like I said, if we was to lose this brother right now, man, you know, let the Most High grab him in his arms, man, because that's a troubled soul, man. It just needed him. You know what I mean? Not the drugs, man. We all have our demons that we fight, man. We all have our demons that we fight. And we're no better than the next man. We just know how to mask our demons with other things. But that don't mean we don't need help. And shalom to everyone who's tuned in, man. Shalom to my brother Steve, my cousin Stephen Jordan, man. This one I'm not gonna lie, man. It hurts. You know, my man Stephen James, my brother Christian McDonald, man. Pray for this brother, man, and pray for other brothers and sisters out here, man, that's battling drug addictions. It hurts because I know how special these people are. Let them know how special they are to this society. Don't judge these people just because you see somebody on the street, they on dope. Don't judge these people because we all go through our demons, man. If we're 15 seconds away from failure, y'all, from slipping, falling, and can't get up, get back to my feet so I can tear shit up. X, man, I'm praying for you, brother. And I'm praying for every brother that's out there, y'all. This is hard, man. This is a hard one. Not gonna lie, this is a hard one. I'm gonna make sure to post this on put this on the Apple Podcast. I'm gonna download the audio and make sure to upload this, man. But keep this man in your prayers, man. If something happens, I'm gonna stay on it. I'm off this weekend, so that's why I could do an impromptu video now. If there's anything that y'all want me to yeah, and if you guys have any videos that you guys want me to do or any topics that you guys want me to do, man, inbox me. Inbox the Dre Max Show podcast show, inbox me. Let me know, you know what I'm saying? If it's not, too out the wall or something that I just recently did, man, let's I could do a topic. Man, prayers for you, brother. That's all I'm saying, man. My heart pours for you. I know you got issues, you know what I'm saying, man, but that's nothing God couldn't fix, man. It's nothing God couldn't fix. Let me get to the last comment here. Yeah. Stop, drop, open up shop. Shut it down. Yeah. But that's not even fun. I just read that. I'm not even gonna post that because you trolling now. It's not even funny. And it's funny because people like you, y'all think y'all oblivious to the pains and ill wills of this world, man, but you face the things that you face. And you got demons and skeletons in your closet that you don't want people to rattle those bones. But it's funny because the mental demons that you face, there's some mental demons that we all face. How do you fix and react to that? So, you know, while you talking about him, you think it's funny and this is cool and this is a joke, worry about your own soul, because you're going to have to face whoever you pray to one day. So, man, let me get up out of here, man. I love y'all. Shalom to everyone. Let's keep DMX in our prayers. And like I said, man, this is a hard one. This is a hard one, y'all. I'm out, man. Until next time, more of the Dre Max Show coming soon. All right.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is your man Dre Mack with another episode of the Dre Mack Podcast Show.